Oh man, it's part 5 here. This might end up being a bit of a shorter one, depends on how this goes, but there's definitely some good side exploration to do before we go along the main path here. And there's some puppets to go and find, so definitely going to take care of that. So we never went behind the shrine here at the end of the last one, so we need to go ahead and do that first. Human faith is such a weak thing. Yep, she does not. And she will not for a long time either, so we will not get to see Suwako for quite a while. Wow, boring. Miji Puppet is just like, halt! Arrange them in Kappa style. Yep. Sounds about right. Yeah, it's kind of wild when you actually think about the implications of that. Yep, that's kind of the point. So, we have some extra ones to get here. Ringo and Seiran here, which we already have. But of course, this is the Moriya Shrine, so the end game of Touhou 10 is up here. Kaneko and Suwako. Sanae would be here too, but we already have Sanae, so we don't need to worry about her. But we do need these other two. And Suwako is pretty rare, so Tri-Effect should honestly be enough here. You know, I think about it, and it's like, just looking at this particular Sana, it's kind of interesting that she either doubles the chance of secondary effects happening, or she induces the weather that makes secondary effects never happen. It's kind of weird how that works out. I also don't remember if she gets macro burst. If she does, that would be a fantastic move for the secondary effect bit. Macro burst being the hurricane of this game, so 30% confuse rate. So yeah, obviously Suwako is who we're looking for here. So we'll just take a little bit of time whilst we get introduced here. Yep, more puppets! Not V30 for LTTPR that just came out last night at like 2 in the morning for me. I did a local recording of an inverted seed, which actually, like, it started out so horribly, but ended up being amazingly good for for the end of it. So I'm probably gonna try and run that through. I'm gonna try and run that through Camtasia to make it a more reasonable file size. We're at the Moriya Shrine. I literally just beat Kaneko last night. So, alright, nice that we get Sanae to show up, but we're basically looking for Suwako at the start here whilst we just get built up. Double Sanae. I actually had a really hard time finding the Sanae that I'm using at the moment for this run. I actually had a hard time finding it before we started here. Suwako is the rare, so we'll see. I'm not necessarily going to be too disappointed if I don't get her, but it's at the very start of the stream. This is the case of well, you know, gotta give people a chance to come in anyway, right? So Although there are other patches of grass that I can go and look at as well for other item stuff around here, so I may as well go to a different one. Man, kinda creepy. Yeah, I mean, I don't even... It should be noted again that I do not need any extra puppets here. Like, in terms of what I already have, I do not need to find them. It's just I kind of want to show them where I can. That's why I took a decent stab at Reimu yesterday as well, because I want to show them off when I can. Also, this is kind of an interesting one. Like, okay, the Seiren Godstone's a bit different here, but the Almighty Godstone is a... like, it lengthens any weather. So why would you need the ones that don't, that like raise specific weathers or increase the duration of specific weathers when you pick this thing up, right? Obviously the answer is if you need 2 weather setters, or if you've got 2 weather setters on the team, you can use it for that, but it's really niche for that. And it's at that point it's like, otherwise, you know, why would you ever use anything except the Almighty Stone, right? But it's just like the Curing Charm, like just like getting the Lumberry. We have found the Almighty Stone before we found like any of the original stones, and the base game did this too, actually. Massage Charm is for paralysis, I believe. Yeah, recover from paralysis. And it's like we found the Lumberry equivalent before finding any of these, right? Also, there's a thing up there. We'll get to that in just a sec. See, man, 3 Sanai. It took me so long. I found like 2 Sawako before I found any Sanai when I was trying to catch the one for New Game Plus here. It's actually pretty hilarious. Now, right, so this is related to her 15 right here. This is actually something that was not in the base game because the base game did not have the have Toho 15 puppets involved. So yeah, this is where Seiren. There's bad things on Earth too. Want to kill some time and have a battle? I mean, she seems pretty happy actually. It's kind of not how I would have expected her to be. But anyway, so that speed risen. This is kind of a nice time to be a dart type, considering the void stuff going on here. But of course we have just fought puppets of like 46, 48, that kind of level, and now we're being dragged back down to this level. It's like, really? Power Ringo is illusion, so I actually kind of resist... Nature Illusion resists pretty much everything I have except Smash Spin. Smash Spin is going to do the same amount of damage as Concussion and Eye of Lapis, because it is pretty low base power. Yeah, so we'll go for the crit rate. Hey, J-Trot. Vermilia's gonna get a move later that'll help out for this stuff. And Speed Seiren is Electric Void. And actually has some pretty decent like potential applications as a choice user. I don't know, I wouldn't mind giving her a test in actual like competitive play. You're pretty good to be fighting against a Moon Rabbit. But going to the moon is difficult, you know? Yep. Also, we're going to be getting a lot of this here. We are going to get all the Dango. Only from the boxes, it seems, but yeah. Intruder spotted! Man, she's not happy about this. Not really. Sit quiet and let me punish you. So, we get a lot of it because of her. Anyway, Power Raisin is what? Illusion Void, right? No. Is it like Void Fire? One of them I think is like Void Fire, one is Void Water, if I remember rightly. But I think Void Fire is actually the extra one. Defense Siren is Fire Illusion, which again is Illusion is really good against what Moriya has going on for her right now. So we're gonna have to just switch on out here. May as well go you. With an electric coverage move, because of course. Yep, Polyguy's still be fine. Oh, didn't actually kill, but that's okay. And then Defense Ringo is Nature and Light, which we can hit with a Dark Attack here. It might not actually kill though. Yeah, so we're gonna get hit super effective with Summon. Oh, that's not the move I wanted to see either. Yikes. Okay, yeah, that sucked. Switch out to Alice. I didn't realize she had Atomic Energy at this level, otherwise I wouldn't have bothered. Because like I could two-shot with a regular move, but when she heals back as well, it's like, no, that's not going to work. But it happens. It's fine. Wow. Yep, seems so. That's a secret. Yeah, we kinda did that already. Yeah, but we're gonna get all the dango. Because we're basically stealing, we're stealing the rations from Ringo here. That's essentially what we're doing. No, you've still got enough health to go by. So they only heal 50 HP, so it's not required to get them all here, but it's still nice to have a bunch of free heals, right? I don't think there was anything. Yeah, nothing up there. But there is in here. Oh, rainbow candy too. Okay, it's kind of neat. Hope you like that jingle, because you're gonna hear a lot of it. Anyway, skill card 92 is a real reason to come up here. And yes, there's even dango in here too. And Moriya Shrine too, that's not too bad. Ah, but there's not in this one. Got it. Anyway, skill card 92 is Frozen Prison. Basic water attack. The Sanai is the only one who can learn it, and I would rather have Lazy Mist at the moment because of my secondary effect. I might end up teaching that later on if it turns out that I'm going to use the other ability. Oh, and an O thread too, nice, okay. Gotta get all the dango. There we go. So that is the detour into this bit. Yeah, it's pretty neat. You get a skill card out of it, so you can't complain. Oh man, Chuzanoga, thank you for the resub! Hello there! How's it going? Sawako's not going to show up, is she? Oh well. I mean, it's pretty obvious that Sawako's here, right? I think this is the only place in the game that you catch her, because I don't think she appears at the Great Toad Lake later, which is kind of weird, but I'm pretty sure she doesn't. So you sort of need to get it here if you go into it all, but it's okay. Like I said, we don't need to waste a ton of time on it. What I would like to do though, not that one. There was an item that we saw before along this bit, which is definitely worth getting. Also one that we couldn't see before, which is equally worth getting. This is literally the 4th time that I've seen that. Oh, maybe she is then. So yeah, Pinpoint Charm. This is another one of the pinch berries, if I remember rightly. Yeah, it's the Meikle berry, I think it is. The one that raises accuracy. Ah, there she is. Sweet, okay. Ta-da! Speak and the frog shall come. But it missed. Good job. Oh, of course she's got Moody. Ah, that's fine. That's not gonna matter. Suako's really interesting because she's Moody on a really high base stat total puppet. One that's got like 115 base speed too, so it's kind of insane when you think about it. But of course it's also cheap as hell, so... Oh man, that is so many Sanai that we've seen here. That is actually like 6 of them now. It's kind of ridiculous. It's not that common of a puppet. It's not the rarest, but it's definitely not that common. But anyway, the other item is over here. Got to see this from before. This is the wooden sword. So if you are still needing more power points, like if you've just caught another puppet that you want to use, then you can give it that, and it will double the amount of power points you get after every fight. So it's kind of like the lucky, well, not quite lucky egg, like it's kind of like Combat Handbook, except it does it with the opposite. Instead of experience, it gives you more power, which is good. And then that is pretty much all that you can do here. So it'll be another one real quick, just see if we get Cass in here, because again, we tried yesterday, it didn't show up, but we'll try a couple more, like 3 or 4 more goes here, and see. Aha! There we go! Apparently we just needed to play on a different day, and we're gonna get it to show up. So, good stuff. She's also like fighting illusion, isn't she? So Smash Spin should work quite well here. Bet I'd also get Raimi first try today too, probably. Knowing the way this is going. Alright, so that's pretty good. Managed to get that one to show up as well. So yeah, we can use the glove to bust our way through here. And this leads us to the second cave on Yokai Mountain. Also some more fighting. It's really naked. We're reinforcing security! Security breach on aisle 2! And we're back down to sub-level 30 here, like really? You know. I love this game, I really do, but especially in the expansion, the difficulty curve is all out of whack here. Like, we have literally just fought a puppet that is 20 levels higher than that. Like, come on. At the end of the last stream, sings a lullaby during the night. Oh man, I mean, I don't know. That sounds kind of dangerous. 27, like, good lord. You can, like, the stuff that you catch in the wild is higher level than this. How does that even happen? Isn't that kind of a fail state for a Pokemon game if the stuff that you can catch in the wild in an area is higher level than the trainers? Isn't that, like, absolutely god awful? I don't know. Well, the leveling is going perfectly fine. We're not like trying. We don't need to try and wait. Was that chose the back? Oh my god. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Is that what you're going? Wait, what for? You might have been gifted a sub by Cool Dude or something. I don't know. Cool Dude gifted like 5 subs or whatever. That might have been one because I know there were a few people who were just watching at the time that got brought in with that. So. Which is pretty cool. This is only a ribbon! Oh no! Alright, so yeah, we don't need to get any more puppets here. We'll just make our way over. I don't have any... Oh man! Only interested in Darmarker. Well, it sucks to be that guy now, huh? Darmarker is not a thing here anymore. Is there... Can you see an item there? No. But there is another thing of grass below. No, there's nothing there. Maybe in the rock, though. I say that jokingly, but we've seen several items in rocks recently, so... But yeah, you don't even have to do all of these fights. But you can, and I want to see the text. I don't like fighting freaking level 28s here though, like seriously. It's just so silly. It's fun and you get the monies, exactly. Wow, that is a really weird pattern for a run that time. Yeah, it's one of the few attacks that actually looks visually different sometimes when you use it, because it's generated RNG. Human puppeteers causing mayhem on the mountain! Uh-huh. Okay, cave number 2. I don't remember if there's anything different in here. I'll take a brief look, but I'm probably going to use Repel soon. But yeah, see, this puppet's level 29. The ones that we've been fighting are weaker than that. Whoever controls the item controls the match. Like, how does that even happen? Look at this! They're level 27! And the wild ones are higher than this. How does that become a thing? Wouldn't the trainers just get wrecked by the wild puppets at that point? Because I don't know how if you've tried before, but it's really difficult to actually train Pokemon that are lower level than the wild ones you're training in. Okay, so the letters that are in the team, the team there isn't quite typing; it's the style. So because there are only 100, I say only, there are only 126 characters in Toho. Instead of having like made up characters and stuff to go between to go with more like evolutions and crap, instead they have each puppet able to turn into one of 3 different styles. Yeah, it wouldn't actually work because repels only work if you're a higher level than the Pokemon in the wild, so it actually wouldn't even work. If anything, it would make it worse. More than finished with this manuscript. Sure. Yeah, so E is for extra, S is for speed, D is for defense, P is for power, and the A that we don't see here is for assist. They're not always like 100%, oh, you know, if you don't have a power sign then you're terrible at attacking, etc. But they they are a general sort of guide for it. Yeah, it helps. So like in the sense of like Power Sanai is decently stronger than, well, like attack wise it's not. No, this is my end. No. The puppet fight wrecked her manuscript. No, this is my end. My finished manuscript was being held by that puppet. Destroyed. No. And see, this is exactly why we need the translation. So we can have the jokes and understand them, right? This is exactly why we needed this. Right, so we can go down or we can go up with that. Yeah, so she had a script for an article all typed up. I'm gonna go this way around first, actually. Take care of not come across any puppets. Yeah, kind of would have been. Yeah, so I do not need to fight any of the wild puppets right now. And I think at this point, it's fairly well established there's nothing else in here that we haven't already seen. So, to the talismans! We will repel, just like you would in the Pokemon game. Right, nothing there. You can fight. Leave! Leave! Woo! Oh man, Yomu for Yomu rematch here. That Yomu is significantly different though. I guess Pollen Mist is fine actually. Steel doesn't resist nature in... Like, Steel resists grass in Pokemon obviously, but it doesn't resist nature in this game. Despite being super effective against it. It's one of the kind of quirky ones that way. Well, while I'm saying you should leave, there's really no reason to be here at all. Rip. Right, so no item over there. Down? Or what's up this way then? Oh, is this just a big square round? Yeah, just a big square round, okay. So you could avoid the fight if you wanted to, I suppose. A puppet used by the fastest is just as fast. Tengu 10. That is a name, alright. Potato! I just call it potato because I can. It's not even, like... I think there's some sort of fan joke about it, but it's just like... I just call it potato because I don't like saying the name. I don't know. Overrun does look very impressive actually. Like it's return but for special attackers. How sad. But it looks really impressive. There's not even anything there. I'm gonna literally just skip past that guy without any issues. Oh, there is an item down there though, so you know what? Kinda gotta go get that. Deadly Secrets. This is the expert belt of the game. So 20% more damage if you hit for super effective. I gotta use force against someone who isn't. Yeah. Evil spirit. Woo. Yeah, it really does have that stampede sound to it, doesn't it? Just a joke. It's just a prank, bro. Really? Me too. It's fun when you get lost. It's always something new no matter where you go. I mean, it's fun until you get hungry and, you know, starve. But and then this is an interesting one too. So this is actually a consumable item, which seems a bit weird for what it's supposed to go for. But if the opponent uses a stat boosting move, then if you have this out at the same time, you'll consume the item and you'll copy their stat boost. So I guess it's kind of like the Dancer ability. I mean, it's obviously Psych Up as a way, but it's kind of like the Dancer ability in Gen 7, where like the Oricorio will copy a dance attack, like, you know, Fairy Dance, or well, it would be Quiver Dance in that game. Fairy Dance is this game. or you know, Dragon Dance or something like that, they will also use the move. Good evening, how fighting. That sort of ability would actually be really good in this game because there's a couple of dance attacks that are basically your outrage moves. So you would have, well, there's obviously Petal Dance still, but you have Darkness Dance for Dark types as well. And I think, like, Danmaku Dance is just a Void version. Rika learns that and is kind of crazy with it. Yo, there's a Kokoro here. Not Kokoro, Kyoko. And it's really happy because it's in a cave. Hi, greetings should always be loud! That's what Kyoko told me! Ho-ho! I don't know. Apparently she's now Mickey Mouse as well. Right, but those moves are much rarer, I think. Like, it just doesn't come up that often. Let's go with that. So we're fine. Puppet body small. Oh no. Don't steal my puppets. Is that the actual way, or... See, this is what I always get confused at with cave stuff. Yeah, there we go. So, like, I thought it's pretty linear, the way that you're supposed to go through, so I was like, is that actually where I'm supposed to go? Because I don't want to go there if it is. Right, sound skills are the Onyx ones, so... we do have one sound skill, but it's not really worth using that for. And oh man! If I win, when you give me... That's... I mean, that's kind of the most Team Rocket-esque thing that they've done so far. I suppose technically they're Team Plasma. I know I said Rocket before, but technically they act a lot more like Team Plasma. Because they are a Liberation Front after all. But also, kind of interesting, the Liberation Front member here is exactly the same strength as every other trainer. Normally, that's not how it goes in Pokemon games. What? Hang on. I know this is Liberation Front logic, but if you're that attached to it, why don't you release it? What? Excuse you? That doesn't make sense. Whatever. Random thing in a rock. One more fight to do. Custom-made missiles. I mean, if you're just gonna give them to me, but if you're gonna try and modify me for them, hey, it's a tank. If you're gonna try and modify me to put them in, then how about no? We're not responsible for any damages caused by the missiles. Wah wah. Alright, so we do have an item up here. Amethyst hairpin. Amethyst is for... It's not illusion, that's like the Morrigan or something. Amethyst is for poison, right? Yeah. Just thinking, because Amethyst is usually purple, so I was like, they're kind of loosely based on the color stuff for it, right? So, what have you got to say for yourself? Momiji asked us to withdraw all the puppets. Uh-huh. And she's just like, okay. Yep, easy to get lost, you've been warned. This is something you can't really do anything with until post-game, because you'll just keep going through this endless staircase type thing here. So you've got to come back in post-game to get there. There's a good reason for that though, is because everything in there is almost level 70, so it's gonna kill you if you go there. Oh, you don't even beat the feel of climbing all the way, huh? Nope. Sure. I mean, if you're gonna give it to me, I wouldn't say no. Nothing there. Cutscene. Oh, hello. Well, we haven't seen medicine since the start of the game, so I guess we gotta catch up with that, but why is Yuka here too? Don't let your guard down. If we have to use force, so be it. Huh? Oh my. I keep telling you I'm not leader like I am. Oh! quit playing around here. So that kind of puts into perspective things a little bit, doesn't it? Yuka is maybe doing a bit more than we would expect, right? You cannot pass through here. Oh man. This sounds like a robot speaking, right? It's like, hello human, I am definitely one of your fellow humans. Really? Tail? What are you talking about? I don't see a tail. There's no tail here. Yep, she's obviously human. Alright, so we do get a rest stop here. This rest stop's pretty important for a couple of reasons. Main one is for this stuff. So, if you were wondering about, you know, because I've mentioned various different berries and stuff before, if you're wondering about the type super effective berries, like the ones that cut damage that way, they are here, except they don't have to be used on super effective skills, I don't think. Like, I mean, it's the way it's worded here, they don't. I don't think we've actually tested it, but I think they can be used on anything, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, you can get them here. They are obviously too expensive at the moment. Hey Kizu, how you doing? They're too expensive at the moment, but they're not that expensive in the grand scheme of things. Like 15k is not that much for post-game. So when it comes to using them competitively, they're pretty accessible. And here, we still can't buy revives, which is interesting. We can get Misty Jelly, so we get the old school Hyper Potion now, which is pretty good. Hey, and SOS is here as well. I wondered when you would show up, considering how much you like this game. I wondered when you would end up thinking this. It's finally here, and it's so good. We've been playing it a lot in the last like 4 days, though. This is the fifth stream of this now, which is kind of awesome when you think about it. So we get the silver coin. Yep, sell that as well. All of this stuff doesn't need to be kept. It's all for making money, because that's how you get the money in this game. You don't get money directly from trainers. You get items to sell for money. Yeah, it is, Bertus. It is indeed a meme. Just one more stream, maybe hit that magical fragment cap, maybe. Waterfalls, they just made my heart melt. No! The upside down castle in the sky is going today, so this is foreshadowing for later. Welp, counter is up. Can't take you unless I grow wings. You're a Tengu, you should probably have that. This is expected from an afterwork treat. Oh man. Well, yeah, there should be. Aw, that's okay though. It's not the end of the world. But anyway, there is an extra little bit over here. The main reason that I'm doing this now as opposed to later on is because this is super important to get now. Like, it is actually ridiculously important to go here now, because you will definitely suffer if you don't get this item. Right, another max revive, and a meow, and another meow. So, what's kind of interesting about this is, was it Mayohiga, I think it's called? Which is one of the locations you see at Stage 2 in Perfect Cherry Blossom. And you're staring into a tree. How can you have the... I don't understand. Hand it over. Nope. Besides, it doesn't even belong to Chen. So you can't actually take over the place like that. Is there something beyond there? I don't remember. Yeah, gee, I wonder what item is here now, you know. No, there's nothing over there. Wish there was, actually. That would have been a good place to hide something. Also, meow. Also, meow. So there's obviously a lot of cats here. They all say exactly the same thing, but and there's a puppet. Gee, I wonder what puppet it might be. Yeah, so there are Chen puppets that jump out here as well. But you do get some items, so it is worth still looking at the stuff. Derp. Dang it, an intruder. Yep. Now's my chance to escape. Wait, what? No. I'll beat you and chase. I mean, I'm not quite sure you need to beat me in order to chase her, but okay. I mean, you do you, right? Not that you even can. Again, you are weaker than the wild puppets around here, so have fun trying to beat me. Mistia. Still weak against Steel here, so every Mistia is actually weak against Steel. It's kind of funny because her defense form is Sound and Dark is weak to Steel. Her power form is Wind and Sound, which is weak to Steel because of Wind, and then her extra form is Wind and Poison, which again, Wind is weak to Steel. Yeah, don't question the fairy's logic. Sounds about right, to be honest. But yeah, we do have more Liberation Front members up here. So how did Chen get past these without... I don't know. The person that's gonna catch that cat! Catch that cat. Don't catch the pigeon, I mean what? Alright, so we're not really too worried about any sort of Kogaso up here. And I mean, again, these guys are weaker than the wild puppets here. It's ridiculous. But it's okay. It wasn't the cat, that was not... I didn't touch you! I just knocked out the puppets. Which I suppose is kind of technically the same nowadays, but still. Didn't touch you, also meow. Take some mushroom powder. And more Chen jumping out of everything. That's fine. Hey, Rhea. And Dead Tails, how you doing? Also meow. More items. It's actually a skill card here too, so that's pretty good. 35 will be a focus skill, so probably not going to be using it, but yep, Charging Stun. It is Circle Throw in Pokemon. It's basically Dragon Tail is the other sort of equivalent to it, but since it's a fighting move, it is strictly Circle Throw. Also meow. Oh, it's 2 AM for you? Man, yeah. Unfortunately, there's no one good time zone for everybody here. It's like... It's 5:15 in the afternoon or evening for me. Also, more puppets jumping out. More Chen everywhere. There are a couple of puppets to find here. Might not find the rare here, but I don't think that'd be too bad. Also meow. I don't think that would be too bad because I can always find her at the next bit. And I mean, you don't even need to find them here. Technically, you can find them later on, but... Yes, so this is Touhou Puppet Dance Performance. It is basically Touhou Pokemon, except now, instead of being a ROM hack of like Fire Red, Leaf Green, it's its own standalone thing. So, it's pretty cool. And the expansion that came out, what, like 2 years ago almost now, has finally got the translation patch that was being worked on. I want to say, like, you need the base game as well, and I want to say between the two of them, I think it's about $40 to get the two. I'd actually have to look, because it's been quite a while since I've had to get them, so... I want to say it was about $20 for each of them. If you want more info though, if you type !TPDP in the chat at the moment, I do actually have links to the DL site. And for those watching this on YouTube instead, those links are in the description, so... Oh, something about under construction. That'll probably be because the Public Liberation Front's trying to take this place over, right? So I imagine that would have been the under construction sort of line would have been this is their new hideout, right? So new hideout's under construction, so like leave now. Yeah, this hideout is under construction, basically. Alright, so Yomu is the first one to hit 49, which is actually kind of cool. So we are going to get a new skill for her here, which is Understep. So it's actually the same skill that Romelia has. It's kind of interesting. But she's only got 50 base speed, so this isn't going to make enough of a difference. But it's kind of cool that, you know, she gets that, right? Speaking of, let's put Raisin out next. I mean, Raisin's going to get leveled up pretty quickly, but it's fine. I do need to get the other two puppets here, because it should be pretty obvious. If Chen is here, then it should be fairly obvious that that Ran and Yukari are here as well. Yukari's pretty hard to find here, but she does exist. But it is mostly Chen. I do at least want to get around here, though. But all we have are these freaking cats in this freaking cat village. Because that totally makes sense, right? I mean, obviously it does. Yep. Yukari is sleeping under a giant pile of kittens and maybe a couple of foxes too, who knows. Oh man, Chen, please! I just want to see the others, and it's only Chen's! Oh no! Chen does have a couple of really good styles as well, but there we go. Yeah, Chen has a couple of really good styles to use. Her assist style is basically Dog Trio, but for trapping non-wind types instead. And although it does have a good second ability too, so if we look, we might end up looking at suspecting that ability at some stage. That and Medicine's one. And if we do, they do have perfectly good other abilities to run, so... But her assist one is really good. The speed one has been buffed a little bit in this game, and it does have Stealth Trap and like 145 base speed or something. And is immune to taunt, so that's always something you can guarantee focus sash. This is a pretty cool move. Blind and Confuse with only 80 accuracy, but it's kind of neat. Not the best skill ever, but definitely a pretty fun one to look at. Let's put Atlas out actually. Oh, it costs like 55. Ooh, that's a bit rough, but you're a nuisance. Renly. What kind of name is Renly? Then again, we did have Fairy Tales, so you know. So Lily, we can hit just with fire. It's not a problem. And then you also hit with fire. See, that's one of the things about not having been able to play enough competitive. Temporary retreat! Yeah, it's one of the things about not being able to play enough competitive. Also meow. Beforehand, also meow, is that we never really got a chance to actually play with the puppets enough. And so, like, we never really got a chance to look at trapping abilities in general and see if they're actually as good as they are in Pokemon. I have a feeling with those two that yes, they probably are, just because of what they have. Also, the Rosary, this is not going to be allowed in competitive play because it is an evasion item. This is the Bright Powder in Pokemon. It's like, meh, do not want. Are we going to see Yukari as well, or are we going to... I'm probably going to just look for Yukari in the next bit that we're going to, actually. Or, not the next bit, but the bit after that. Because that's where I remember her originally showing up. And there is stuff to do there, and it's a really pretty song that goes on down there too, so... Yeah, we'll just go and speak to Chen here. So... Yeah, we never really got a chance to properly see it. Ah, we are! Ms. Yukari was talking about, yep, we did indeed. She's so happy about that. Yep, want to hold on to this. So we get the gap map now, which is our fly equivalent in this game. This is very easy to miss, actually. Like, you really don't have to come here otherwise. Yep. This tool is supposed to be a key item, so be sure not to forget about it. It's actually better than fly, though, because you can use it in almost every area. Yep. Something's gotta finish up, so I'll be inside. Also, meow. And, item? Item! Rainbow Candy, nice. Well, so here's the... Also, meow. Here's the thing with Chen. Like, if you have a look at their movesets, there are some absolutely diabolical sets that they run. It's a yeah, okay. That's about it for here, though. But there are some really nasty sets that if you bring them in on the right at the right time, you can probably just like 6-0 without even thinking about it. Of course, the team will have to be a little bit vulnerable to them in the first place for it, but yeah, especially in the case of Chen. Right? Chen is legit terrifying enough that if you can get her in with the right set. Because, I mean, okay, so she doesn't have Dugtrio's, like, buffed attack from Gen 7. She's still only at 80 spread attack. But with some of the stuff she has access to... Release those puppets at once! Rosemary. That's a nice name, though. And here it is! Lance, is that you? Level 29 Power Lily. That's not a thing that can happen. Anyway, Power Lily is nature and void, so... Losers must release their puppets, but I don't wanna! Well, there you go. So don't release it then, doofus. Anyway, there's some very easy to miss items in this bit. There's actually several skill cards in this area to keep track of. And if we go all the way along here, we will find ourselves a little bit to go back, but we will also find a nice little diversion here. That's why I haven't already just gone straight back to the, I haven't gone back using the gap map yet, because there's a lot of stuff to do up here. Nuts to you, Casson. Of course you show up now. I spent so long yesterday trying to find her for this treatment, and I find her in 2 goes this morning. Not this morning, this afternoon, because it's not morning anymore. Not been mourning for a long time. Find her in 2 goes when I leave Moriya Shrine today, and then of course she shows up here as well. So there is actually an item there as well, another full restore. And in here, get ourselves a skill card, number 13. And this one is Waterfall Drop. A very, very good attack that I will not be able to use on this team. In the base game, this was only 90 accuracy, so this move actually got buffed in the expansion to be fully accurate. The 90 accuracy in the base game is what prompted me to use the telescope with, or not telescope, the binoculars, the wide lens equivalent. It's what actually got me to use that with Assist Parsi when I did like lead setup stuff, because Gorgon's Eye is, oh nice Tenchi too. Gorgon's Eye is your sleep powder equivalent, so 75% accuracy, but stops the opponents. That's obviously pretty powerful. And then having Waterfall Drop only be 90% accurate, I was like, no, I want to make that a bit better. So it kind of made sense, because I'd have like 80% chance to sleep, and then toward near the guys, yeah, so I could stop them, then put Bind Trap down with 120 base speed, like at the start, and then Parsi herself was actually surprisingly powerful, so it worked out really well. Anyway, that is competitive sides here. We don't need to go up that little bit. Do need to check out what is down here. There is you. I've taught my puppets my techniques. Oh man. So whatever they can do apparently is what she can do. But it's a normal Sanai. It's not even that. It's not even that impressive. And potato. Oh man, you lowered my spread attack. Whatever shall I do? It's not as if I'm using a focus attacker here. But I suppose looking at the whole like trapping thing again, medicine, like extra medicine, is basically Gothitelle if Gothitelle had like 110 base speed. That's, I think it was 110 or 115. It might have even been 115. And just like, that seems a little bit excessive. You know, but it's the sort of thing we would need to try out, because it might just end up being that they aren't even that amazing in the long run. But I think that's the sort of thing that we really need to do battles to fully try out, and that was not really on the cards before, because it's kind of hard to recommend a game when you can't understand what's going on. Yeah, oh look, a rock item. Okay, so 55 is Eye of Lapis, so we have that on Romelia at the moment. Mima can learn it, and so can Sana actually, which is pretty interesting. Raisin of course can learn it because it's an eye skill, you know. That's her stick. But we're going to teach it instead of this, because honestly Bloody Storm is not that great. Eye of Lapis is going to be just a little bit better. Mima's probably not going to be keeping either of those moves in the long run, but for now it definitely does work out. So that's a pretty easy one to miss. There's nothing else even in this area, right? Yeah, we've already got all the other stuff, so that's really easy just to not pick up at that stage. Hey, another fight. My analysis is already complete. Yeah, good luck with that, Nobuyuki. Oh no, it's a water type. Whatever shall I do? Oh man, it's gonna hit me for super effective damage. That really hurt. It's not like I have a 20 level advantage or anything. Oh, and a 10% speed rise, just in case, right? Oh no, it's another water type. It's gonna use freaking Aqua Jet anyway. That's what this move is equivalent of. There's a spread version as well though. Like Aquasonic and Spring Fist are the only two like priority spread skills, which is kind of funny. But yeah, there's one for both. Was beyond my analysis. No! Get out of here. Also, there's a potato up there. We'll go and deal with her in a minute. Whenever you find a puppeteer, you must attack them. So they actually have a manual for Puppet Liberation members, huh? The fact that they can actually read that manual is probably more surprising than the fact that they have a manual. If we're being honest here. So we get a heal back with this. Oh man, that's totally a fair matchup. Good stuff for me though. Who cares about playing fair, right? What should I do next? Gotta go read the manual and find out. More surprising is that they could write the manual. Yeah, but that'll be written by Yuka, right? A dam? What's that? Uh-huh. How about no? Also, item is another skill card. Another focus skill card at that. So 11 is Rising Sun, and this is actually something I'm considering teaching to Alice here. This is Flame Charge in Pokemon. Remilia can learn. Why can Yomu learn Rising? What? Why can Sanai learn? I am so confused. Why can Sanai and Yomu learn this move? Especially Yomu. She's 4 times weak to fire. What the hell? Why can she learn Flame Charge? What? Remilia I can kind of let slide, right? Sanai is weird, but okay, I guess. Why can Yomu learn this move? That's so bizarre. It's terrible for her, but it's like, okay, I guess you can just learn it if you want. Anyway, I want to make sure that I haven't missed anything along this bit at the top here. Because again, it is incredibly easy to miss items along this way. It doesn't look like it though. But, gotta be sure. Yeah, but it didn't make sense back then, J-Trot, for like Rhydon to get Surf, and it doesn't make sense now for, you know... Like, I get it, my memes, but it just still doesn't make sense. Right, I think I've already been up this bit, but I'm gonna just, again, double check to make absolutely sure. Yeah, okay. Should be good to go then. You know, I'm being careful like this, and I'm probably still gonna have to come back here, like, after beating the game, because there's still going to be something that I'll have missed here. Just because that's the kind of area this is. Right. So I want to go and see Hatate, so we'll go ahead and try and reach her, I suppose. Going up here. I shall spread the truth! Alright, so we have a nice little character battle here. With Speed Ire. Pure wind, so electric is good. The truth is out there somewhere though, right? Oh my god, 10% chance to raise speed and we keep getting it here. And then the power potato is, what, Wind Illusion? It was the assist one that was Wind Illusion. This one's Wind and Void. Either way, it's weak to lightning. Every single Hatate is weak to lightning. Electric, but you know what I mean. I've been defeated! Yep, a biased newspaper wouldn't even report that. That's a good point. Alright, let's bring Mimo out for a little bit. Also, more rock items! More rock items! Not more rock items though. Okay. So with that in mind, we can now go down this way. So over yonder, is there an item here? There is an item over here. Okay. One more skill card for the collection. This one's a spread skill, I think. 40, I think is where yeah, Heavenly Blessing. So this is your weather ball of the game. As it says, doubles in power and the type changes. So it becomes whatever type the weather is. So light, dark, earth, wind, I believe, for calm weather, and warped for sun shower. Oh man, it's liberation! Nope, liberation front! Your head, no, your puppets are mine! Nuh-uh! I don't think so, Rito. Can Cherno learn it? Probably. Let's just go overrun. Komachi. It's weak against itself, so... Poltergeist is going to be pretty useful here. Neither my head nor my puppets your nuh-uh. Can't go just one way. And so that is it. That is all the stuff. I'm pretty sure that is everything that's up there. And this was the drop down point that I was on about before when we first reached the STM. But this kind of segues into exactly where I want to be in the first place. Because if you remember, there is actually a set of rocks over here that we can now break with a superhuman glove. So that is exactly what we are going to do. So we get Bluegrass here because there are different encounters. Of course we get Kana as the first one because that's exactly who we wanted to see, right? Curse for Torn. Yep. But it's okay because we got plenty of grass here. So now we will find a Prison Rivers. So that should kind of tell you a little bit about where we're actually going with this here. But I mean, between this and like Abandoned Mansion, right? That should pretty much tell you what is going on in this bit. They're never so weak to dark. It really does read awkwardly, I know, but again, I believe the translation was more for a literal than thing here. Sanai didn't learn an attack at 49, so one of her skills that she has must have been what she would learn at that level. So probably Lazy Mist, if I had to guess. Anyway, let's go ahead and grab the other two here as well. I thought Kana was supposed to be the rare here, but whatever. Maybe not. Maybe they're all like equal. But of course, if Lyric is here, then Lunasa and Merlin are also here. There we go. I don't know, it's one of those that, like, I don't have a problem with the way that it's set up, but I totally understand where you're coming from. Hey, Wizrobe! Oh no, we got weakened. How dare you?
Oh, she's actually neutral to this because of the sound type. Not that it matters when I'm this higher level compared to her, but yeah, she's actually neutral to that. I should have used Dark. So then the only one we need to find now is Merlin.
Ah, dear. You would expect this would be the easier part, right? Considering they should all have fairly equal encounter rates, but nope. Just 10 million, can't it? Merlin's actually the one of the three that I have had the least experience trying to use in teams overall. She does have some pretty good traits, and I think the fighting one is actually really powerful as far as just straight damage goes. Because my guts plus about, I think it's 120, but it might be 130 base attack. Ah, there we go, nice. Oh, you got to G rank in Generate, nice, okay. That's really good to hear. I am doing perfectly fine. The translation for this game came out like a few days ago, and it's been amazing going back through this. I've always wanted to actually be able to go through the expansion to when being able to read it, and you know, it's just a nice feel-good game for me. Because I like Pokemon-based stuff in general, obviously, so it just feels good to go for. Anyway, let's go ahead and bring out Moriya instead here. And it's just such a nice thing. I love MusicBot's renditions of songs like this. Have I played Crystal Clear? No, I have not played like ROM hacks for Pokemon. There's like a rainbow candy in every room, basically, so it's like, ooh, spooky, ooh. And we come back in and boop! Did that surprise you? Hey, did that surprise you? She sounds like Kogaso. Did it really be in a while? Let's play! Woohoo! Winky face. So Power Lyrica is Sound Illusion, I want to say, which is not great for my type stuff here, but Smash Bin should be fine. And Assist Lunasa is the assist one. Is still Sound and Never. I think it's the defense one that is Sound and Poison. So Eye of Lapras should be decent here. Yep. And then Power Merlin is Fighting and Sound, so 4 times weak to Wind here. Which is pretty good. Oh, she's so sad! No, we made her sad! Gonna play more beautiful sounds. Oh. Come back and I'll scare you again! So we go in and woo, it's a floating chair! Woo, spooky! Just make sure there's nothing else here. I'm pretty sure there wasn't, but yeah, you go back in and it's Lunasa! It's a little too boring, huh? The reaction is disappointing. Nothing is just... Ah, man. Well, alright then, if that's what you think. So once again, Power Merlin, same as before, 4 times weak to wind. Then Defense Lunasa, also 4 times weak to wind because Poison is weak as well. So Smash Spin actually getting used here despite being a really weak move. So, and then Lyrica, Speed Lyrica should still be Sound and Never. Oh wait, is it the Speed one that's... No, yeah, it's the Power one is Sound and Illusion. The Speed one is Sound and Never. The Speed one is the one that can set up Stealth Trap. Oh, she's happy about this one. Might be nice to occasionally try playing music like this. Oh. Right, so, new skill from Amelia is... Blaze Spear! Really, really nice. 90% accurate is kind of annoying, but it's a basically Heat Wave. If Heat Wave was its old power. Remember, double battles do not exist in this game, so it's purely about stuff like that. But yeah, we'll definitely learn that over on here. I kind of want to teach it over Smash Spin, but Smash Spin is too good in this particular place, so I don't really want to remove it just yet. Now, the other thing we get here is skill card 38, which is pretty good, because it is Detonation Burst. In the original game, this skill card was Dancing Rain, which was a Crush Claw equivalent. 75 power, 95 accuracy, 50% chance to lower defense. In this game, they switched it with Detonation Burst, probably to balance out physical sound typing a little bit, because having sound coverage is absolutely amazing. And Detonation Burst is still really good, don't get me wrong, but the superpower part of it is not great for maintaining presence. So they probably switched it out so that you wouldn't have quite as easy access to physical sound on your sweepers, unless they're actually sound type. So yeah, very good skill though. Still worth learning, but it needs to be used more on like pivot types as opposed to just being there. Also, oh no, the glass broke! It's so spooky! Woo! I don't know. It's just Poltergeist being silly, right? Yep, there is a rainbow candy in here. I think there's a rainbow candy in like all of the rooms in this place. But you go back in and Lunasa's here. Oh, Lyrica is even. Lunasa's the one we just fought. Names can be difficult to keep in track sometimes. You came to play with us, let's make some loud, exciting sounds! She's so freaking happy in that picture though, like my god. So Defense Lunasa, once again, weak to wind, very heavily. Speed Lyrica, we know, is weak to dark. So we'll go with that. Also, her hands when she's attacking as well, just pounding away at the keyboard there. It's Keyboard Cat all over again. And then Power Merlin 4 times weak. We didn't get to see the assist Merlin actually, which is kind of weird. Oh, it was. Yeah, well, that's what you get for having an abandoned mansion, right? So there's just one more room to go into with a floating letter. Woo! Again, the 4 sisters are happily smiling. Yeah, so Layla's not a character in the game because she is never... There's no like reference for her at all in visual reference, right? So yeah, it's kind of a thing. But
It is what it is. There's another rainbow candy here. However, if you leave this room and then actually re-enter, you'll see the picture is gone. And if you actually look where the picture used to be, you will get Layla's amulet. Layla's amulet is something you definitely want to keep hold of. This is the amulet coin equivalent here. When held by a puppet, the item drop rates from battle are doubled. Yeah, this is your amulet coin for the game, because the items are what you sell to get money. So you definitely want to have that around. Do you need it? Not necessarily, but it is amazing to have. Yeah, I'm actually just gonna go ahead and give, I think. Because the obsidian hairpin's fine, but we don't really need that at the moment. Okay, so that's everything around here. So now we can actually take a look at the gap map, and we'll be able to use the stuff. So anywhere that has a red square or circle, even square, all these squares make a circle. Anywhere that has the red circle is where you can fly back to, pretty much. And what's cool about this is you can use it in caves and stuff as well. You can use this almost anywhere, and it's really, really sweet. So what we're going to do, we're going to go back to Marissa's house, because there's one other bit over here to explore. Well, first off, we need to take a sleep, because that is exactly how you want to phrase it, right? Now we need to rest, because that'll get us quickly healed, and then yeah, there's one main exception, but we aren't there. How did I miss that last time? God damn it, I told you there's more stuff in here that I'm just not going to fucking find. God damn it. That's not even the way that I needed to go either. Anyway, Awakening Charm does exactly what you think it is. It's the Chesto Berry. This is the way that I needed to go anyway. It's too tidy? Yeah, kind of. So yeah, in the expansion you need the Superhuman Glove before you get here. And this, quite honestly, is one of my favourite musics in the entire base game. So good. Getting here. I see a fire in your eyes. Ooh. Yeah, you can use it with continue, even in the main game, and you'd be able to regenerate health like a lot. Just use it in between fights. Chest Arrest is definitely something that certain setup sweepers in Pokemon would use, like in Gen 4, Kingdra. Jealous of you, oh. Kingdra would use it in Gen 4 for like Dragon Dance Rest. So we get a ping here. Skill Cord 57. This is a spread skill, so it could be useful for our very heavily spread focused team. Love or Pain. This is Hex. Doubles in damage if the opponent is afflicted with status. Literally Hex. It's the same typing as well, so kind of works out. There are a couple of different puppets here, but the main ones, like you'll find Medicine here, is probably the main different puppet. So you, weak to fighting, so we'll just take you out with that. No, you stole my amulet, how dare you! You're actually 4 times weak to fighting as well, which is the, because Earth and Steel are both weak to fighting. Alright, not too bad. I have to find interesting things. Well, good for you. So get another skill card. I think in the original game, this skill card was actually buried inside the spider lilies here, which made it really hard to see. This was easily the most missable card, Blow from Calamity is Facade in this game. So, and it actually, like, Facade, I don't think specifically states that it ignores Burn's attack cut, but it does in Pokemon as well, and this does the same thing. Yeah, I think it used to be up there. Yeah, nice. Get medicine straight away, so that's good. Parasite, basically like Leech Life type move, which is not a problem. You are weak to wind, so we're going that. Yeah, maybe the Flower Patch was just bigger, and they didn't move the item. The Flower Patch probably just took up all of this bit. Like, I think it took up all of this. Anyway, more items. More Rainbow Candy. Red Spider Lilies are too red and irritating. Oh no. Your hair is red. Does that mean your hair is too irritating? Your eyes are red. Like, how? I know what she means. Like, Spider Lilies are poisonous, right? So, I get it. But it's like, they're too red. Your hair is red. Your eyes are red. Like, come on. How is that a thing? The medicine is also red. Yes. Yes, it is. Seriously. My eyes are too irritated. Oh no. Wait, did... I guess Mimo leveled up and probably learned, like, Poltergeist as a thing, right? Because I didn't see her new skill thing show up. Yeah, sure, she would have learned Poltergeist at level 49, but we already had it from a skill card, so whatever. That's fine. Anyway, there's a house. We might survive. This is actually Nazarin's house here. So, it's kind of weird, but Nazarin does actually live near Murinzuka at this point in the lore, so it's kind of nice. Speaking of Murinzuka, we are here now. Clear Hairpin is no, is it Void? I want to say it's Void. No, Illusion. Okay. Oh, I suppose that would make sense too. Yeah. So illusion skills get buffed. Get vintage wine. We do get different puppets here as well. This is where you would normally find Shiki in the base game. This is like the one place that she regularly shows up, as you would kind of expect, because this is Road of Reconsideration. But you also get Maribel and Renko here, significantly lower level than anything else in the area, because these are kind of very, very low base stat things. That, to be fair, I don't think it was left around here. I think it was actually like the barrier's fault, right? You know, it kind of fell through the barrier, because this is where the barrier between Gensokyo and the outside world is at its weakest, right? Is in this area. Stuff falls through here all the time. And this is where we get the other weather stones in the main game. Sand Godstone, and all of them to boost the core weathers. And this is also the other place that Yukari shows up that I mentioned before. Is here. So we might get lucky enough and find her. Renosuke's here as well, because he's a collector dude. It's kind of a thing. Nazarin's in the previous room because for the same sort of reason. Oh hey, we did find her. Nice. Okay. So that's why I wasn't too bothered about finding Yukari at the Mayohiga area, because I knew she's down here as well. Dark and Illusion is the typing for a basic Yukari here, so Concussion will be fine. Looking for Mewtwo. Seems about right. So then the other one we need here is Renko. Because if Maribel is here, then so is Renko. Renko is interesting. I mean, both of them are kind of interesting, but Renko is interesting because she's actually, like, legitimately decent in the expansion. Extra Renko is effectively a Shuckle type. Except it's a Shuckle that only has one weakness. Admittedly a big 4x1. It's a 4x weakness to Dark. But it's a Shuckle that only has one weakness and has Stealth Rock as well as Sticky Web. So is actually pretty strong. So the Halo Godstone for the Aurora weather. And then Purple Tree! This tree has like no significance in this game, even in post game, even in the expansion. I was pretty sad. We do get a skill card for this as well though, which you probably won't be too surprised to hear is Supernatural Border. This was something completely different in the original translation, but yeah, this is Protect in the game. But it comes as no surprise that you get Supernatural Border in this place. This should be where you get your Leafeon equivalent. Yeah, if that was how it worked, then sure. But it is not so. But yeah, really, really beautiful place nonetheless. I absolutely adore this area. I just wish there was something here, like in post-game. But no, they've got Sanzu River for that instead, so oh well. That is not the tree from the end of Perfect Cherry Blossom, no, because that is the one that's in the Netherworld. That is a different tree. Alright, so we need to go and take a look down here. See, it's beyond level 30, and it's still regular style because reasons. Yeah, probably battling skills too. Your arch nemesis. Oh man, we have a fairy's arch nemesis. I don't know how we're going to live with that. Also, of course, Komachi is going to show up here as well. Because, again, that's kind of the significance of this area. Don't miss this, by the way. This is still very easily missable. There was an item there. It's kind of the entire point of coming in this patch of grass. The Ruby Hairpin is for fire-type attacks. So, could be useful for Alice if I do want that sort of extra power. Yep, we kind of have been. That's where we've gone. I suppose technically no is the answer to that question, and because we've already been there, but whatever. Moonzuka was a thing. Oh no, my skill has been suppressed when the fight is over. Whatever shall I do? To arrange a grave. Man, that sounds depressing. Alright, but that is it for the area. It's a pretty short area, but it is definitely worth coming into. If for nothing else than the experience. In the base game, the fly point was actually here as opposed to here. But in the expansion, because of the Rock Smash restriction here, it moved over. Speaking of, there's a couple of Rock Smash points to actually get items from. I think one of them was on this route. pretty sure one of them was on this one. Like up here. Yeah, right there. So you come back, you get yourself another skill card, number 23, which is a focus move. It is Thieving Wind, which is Thief. Plain and simple, just as a wind attack. So, yeah, it's pretty much that. I want to say there was another one on one of, like, this route, maybe? Yeah, I remember complaining about that. There was nothing there in the base game. I don't remember which. I'm sure it was one of these two that had something. Yes, there is an area before the human village too. We will get there. But I want to say there was another rock smashing ramp, but I don't think it was here. I'm sure I'll come back to it later on. So just heal up real quick. Because you might be kind of going, well, we've explored everywhere now, right? What can we even do? And this is actually a common point that people get stuck in the base game. Because it's like, well, what do we do now? We've gone everywhere, right? Sana just said, well, why don't you try exploring around? And we've pretty much done that. So what do we do? Well, there's a rock, like right here. We do have literature to sort out. I'm going to do that once I'm done with this bit, because this is an extra solid bit. So kind of ironically, Route 2 was actually, like, very late in. Don't mess with the yokai. Good luck, yeah. It's kind of weird. The Route 2 is so late into stuff here. But this is actually the general direction we're supposed to go. Anyway, we have a style puppet finally. It's still only level 32, but whatever. Power Yamame is a light and water, so weak to dark here. Guess you gotta train him up after all. Yep. But that kind of is a bit of an indicator as to one of the puppets we'll find here if we're lucky. So we get gold coin! Don't go too far, right? So assist Sekibanki is dark and never, and also has the ability for that there, so sets up the weather when she comes in. I think she's actually fairly bulky on one of her defenses. It might be spread defense. She's actually kind of bulky. Then the power Sekibanki is pure dark here. Never should still do fine. At least I'm pretty sure she's pure dark. She might be dark poison or something, but... And you might have seen that, but that actually hit super effective, right? Because she has, like, Midnight Form, I believe it is. The, aerialate of dark attacks. I really want that red puppet though. Red puppet, you'll say. Anyway, new puppets are here, and some of the wild puppets actually have styles now as well. That is something to keep in mind. Not really the new ones in the area, but there are some puppets that actually start getting style changes in the wild. Like Speed Kogasa over here. Definitely not what we would used to, what we were used to seeing up until this point. And this is kind of transitioning into the latter, like, third or 30-40% of the game here at this point, when we see these style changes coming in. So it might finally start getting a little bit trickier. Speed Nazarene, I think, is still Earth Steel. I don't really have any preferences with attacks that way. But again, I'm still like 20 levels higher, so, you know. It's just the nature of this game though, like you've seen, I have fought the couple of bosses I have fought at like the same level as what I am now. But that isn't how it keeps up, you know? It dips really, really far down again for a long time. Defense Mumiji is Earth Steel. Same sort of deal. Power Kyoko was just pure sound. Of course. I was surprised she didn't use Recompensate there, that would have been really annoying. Nope. Sorry, can't do that. Once there were some ruins up ahead. Oh man. So, some ruins up ahead is a reference to Toho 3. Ancient Relics Fantasy Ruins, opening today at 10. These are the ruins of Summit that will make you happy. Please wait warmly. Leaflets are quite suspicious. But, yep, we did get some puppets here though, and this is the Toho 3 crowd, which are here. So there are a couple that we have not yet encountered in other places. Also an item. So Chiri is one of them. Chiri, I believe, is just water type in her base form. Or maybe just electric actually, I don't know, it's one of the two. She becomes water electric in her defense form. I don't think her base form is actually that. But we get a skill card here. This is a new skill card, so it is a focus move as well, I think. 83 is... No, it's not a new. It's not a thing. It's a warp skill. Okay, Dense Fog Bloom. If I was using Heavy Fog weather, this would be really good. I am in Route 2. Yeah, you can. I can actually learn it on a couple of puppets too, which is a bit interesting. Obviously, Raisin can learn it because it's a warp skill, but it's effectively a dark version, a warped version of Solar Beam, but it works in the dark weather as opposed to the light weather. So in the original game, this whole like two-prong part for Route 2 did exist, but the left-hand side that we're in at the moment just didn't really have anything. And I think Kib actually got lost here for a while because he remembered about this, like he got smashed up, but then he didn't remember about the other one, the other part of this route, and so he kind of got stuck here for quite a while in the base game. Which was not that fun to see, but you know. There are a couple of points where this game's conveyance kind of disappears a bit, when it's just like, hey, explore for a little bit. And it's very easy to just not know anything about where to go from there. Is the shape of this significant, by the way? I feel like the shape of the grass here is significant. Anyway, the one puppet we'll be looking for is, I think, around about the 10% encounter rate, is Yamame. Which I actually used in my original playthrough. Not the original playthrough, right? I used it in my last playthrough, which is pretty good. It just seems too deliberately placed to be, like, not significant in some way, but I can't think of what it would actually be a reference to. I do think you have to specifically be in this bit for Yamame though. I don't think Yamame actually appears outside of this now. There we go. Nice. Yumi's a very interesting puppet, actually. Overall, definitely one that I would want to see a bit more of. The power one is fairly bog standard, although it does have download, which is kind of cool. The extra one surprised me a lot in my last playthrough. I didn't think she would be as strong as she was. Okay, so that's everything out of that bit. There is one other puppet to find out here, which is Rukuto. Definitely one to look out for. Although it might be better finding it on the other side here, because we've basically done everything we can on the left hand side of Route 2 here. Important to keep that in mind for later though, that section exists. But yeah, we have books to read. So go quickly get ourselves healed up, and then yeah, we have Yoma scrolls to go and Yoma books to go and read. And so far they've been much more self-referential than I was expecting. Courtney, welcome! Found a new Yoma book. I have stars in my eyes over that. Alright. Chapter 3. I was going to go to the SDM, Scarlet Devil Mansion, but I was told to go and mediate a conflict first. These two people hate each other a lot, but the shrub was finally defeated. Okay. Turns out it's so invincible they had to use... Oh yeah. The 3-foot shrub from the last one. Yeah. They had to engineer a special doll whose sole purpose is to cut it. The witch in the mansion had experience making puppets apparently, but not anything like this. The owner told me to go to Yokai Mountain. There better not be many stairs. She said she could control fate, but what is fate to someone who can simply change it? Good question. The person who wrote this must be trying to find out the source of the incident. Yep. Why is this page the only one with any writing on it? Maybe. And we do have the 4th one as well. Keep it here. Let's read the 4th one. On the way to that mountain, the Puppet Liberation Front returned. Beat them up and got a boat. We're on a boat. I was back to climbing the mountain. Thanks to the boat, I could ignore the stairs. No, you couldn't. No, you couldn't. You can't use the boat up waterfalls. Liar! Hakurei Shrine made and found me again. The only thing I learned from this is that Salvo is disgusting. Yes! Yes, it is! Oh my god. I got this weird map with eyes all over it in the destroyed village. Technically speaking, you could come back and read this before you actually get the gap map. Because you get the... Okay. Since there's nothing else to be learned about the incident, I'll just move on. Hate retracing my steps, but I might have to do that. Yep. This has to have been written quite recently. Yep. Why would they bother using all the books to write only this in? It's a good question. I love the fact if you can see her glasses and her main sprite here as well. Just, it looks neat. Anywho, that is enough. That is pretty much all of the backtracking that I can think of doing at the moment. All of the stuff that I can get. So yeah, this is the thing. This is where we're actually supposed to go. On to Route 2 once again. No, that was Toyo and Yori. Kotohime is the one that's got the purple cape and stuff. Anyway, Power Casting is illusion and fighting, so Poltergeist should be fine. There we go. Even if you hurry, ghosts ain't gonna run away. Sounds philosophical. Spin around. She was spinning, actually. Yeah. Gee, I wonder what puppet she might use. Alright, the Sistina. Can we say a Sistina was the one that is Dark type, right? Poltergeist is my best move anyway. And then Defense Hina is the pure poison one, I think. But again, never is my best typing for attacking here anyway, so nice crit. My eyes are spinning from spinning so much. She overspun! Oh, Mira's here too, I forgot about her. Whoops. That's probably significant somehow, that I forgot about her, but okay. Mira's kind of intriguing, because she has the Armor Purge ability, which is weak armor in Pokemon. I'm pretty sure it does about the same thing now as well. Steel and Dark. She is also not the only puppet who has the Assault ability, and only in her base form, not in her style changes. Which is super weird. They kind of, I guess, removed that ability for some reason. I think, if I remember rightly, Assault is the ability that increases the power of critical hits. There's Insight, which increases the chance of them. Hey, Fairy Rose. Yeah, you get to increase the chance of them, but I think the only ability that actually increased the power of it, Assault, has now been relegated to just a normal style. Really? That didn't kill? I didn't think Speed Dire was gonna take that, but okay. Yo, why carry you then? I'm not done playing around, so I guess I'll go to the Hakurei Shrine. Dang. Rip Reimu. But not much though, we're just continuing on with the puppet stuff. Yeah, I'm doing fine for the day. Item. Never revive. We actually still haven't been able to buy those yet, so despite having gone to the Moriya Shrine, we can't buy the Moriya Shinju. It's kind of weird. Still looking for Rukato if I can as well. There's more grass up here anyway, so... Yo, Marissa, thank you for the host. It's... And for the sub as well, 3 months in a row, nice. Yeah, it's a Pokemon style game. Thank you very much for the continued support as well, Marissa. It's actually Stench. I thought Assault was the one that increased crit. Apparently I'm wrong. What was the ability then? I need to actually have a look at resizing the Podre stuff as well. It's like the thing with the emote slot stuff, right, is it needs to be 32 by 32, which I think is going to lose most of the detail from even these character things, but I can only like resize and take a look. Yeah, I know Sniper is what it is in Pokemon. I didn't think it was called the same thing in this game, but maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, it can be up to 128 by 128, but you need to submit 3 different sizes. Oh, 10% flinch rate? Okay, well I'm completely wrong then. There she is. It's Rukuto. She often has Indomitable, so she's probably going to survive the first hit here, but then again, she might just kill herself,
because she does have self-destruct, which would be pretty funny. Or she can just not have it this time, that's fine. 2 different abilities, so... Alright, so that is everything from here. Again, at least as far as I know. That is all the different ones from this. But yeah, basically, to go back to the whole, like, looks like a fun Pokemon game, that's effectively what it is. It's Toho mixed with Pokemon. That's what we're at. Defense Posse is 4 times speed to light, right? Because she's dark and never. I should know because I've actually used Defense Posse in team stuff as well. It's kind of neat. Shadow Bomb is Shadow Sneak, so super effective because Ghost is good against itself. Okay, so I'm probably just let me nibble you a little. Ew! No! No! Go away. That's a Mistia. La 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 la. Singing the song, you see? Well, fair enough. Of course, musical note. La la la. Singing with my puppets. Man, they're so happy. And then that is where we're actually supposed to go. But first, your capital where the Oni live. It'll be dangerous if you're only half decent. Sounds about right. So Speed Fury is light electric, so is actually weak to dark here. Yeah, Speed is light electric. It's water electric for her defense form, and for her extra form it's water illusion. It's a weird one. Just be careful now, yeah. Also, rock items. We've established actually that a lot of rocks have got items in this game, so it is worth looking at them all anyway. Nothing over there. So let's go ahead, switch you back out for Sanai, because she's the one that's not level 51 yet, even though she's just about to be. And now we have the cave to the underground. It's quite a lot here. We'll try and power through this area, and then once I reach the capital for the former hell, or whatever it's called properly, we'll leave it at that for now, and I might come back later on for stuff, or I might just do Rando later actually, because version 30 did just come out, so yeah, somebody was asking, I think it might have been yesterday, somebody was asking where's the that's fine by me. Somebody was asking about where the Zubat was, and well, Yamame is a pretty good equivalent, right? Because she's a Spooder. It's not a bat, but it's still pretty annoying. Anyway, it's a good time to have Sanai out here because Speedrun is fire and earth. The base game she was pure fire, but now she's got the earth typing as well, so she's even more weak to water. You can always use water against Ren and it always works, so that's kind of nice. Power Cargo is Earth and Dark, so water's going to do good there as well. Yeah, I haven't decided if I am going to do that yet, but considering the new version did just come out, I might well go ahead and do some, because it would be kind of nice. So Suiko shows up here as well. Yeah, somebody told me about that in the end. Just trying to think. Did I miss? I didn't miss an alternate pathway here, did I? Oops. I just want to double check, because I know there was an item down... Yeah, there's an item I didn't get. Yugi's over here too, but we already got Yugi from the Road of Liminality, or whatever it was called. So we don't need that. No, looks like I did get everything. Okay. Right? Was there another pathway? No, because this is just the entrance. Okay.
There is one other puppet to find here, so I can't put the repels on just yet. Kisame is not that puppet, because we could get her from the very start of the game, just about. Because, you know, she's a bucket, so she's inside a bucket in a human village. Makes sense, right? We do get to see the different styles here for her as well, though. Because, again, we're starting to see some style changes in the wild as well for old puppets. Don't be in such a rush now. Yokai Eye. This is who we're looking for, though. Parsi is obviously going to be here. I say obviously. It's only obvious to those who actually know stuff about Touhou, but Parsi is going to be here because she is part of the Touhou 11 crowd, and that is the direction we're going in at the moment, is down towards the Touhou 11 set pieces. So yeah, an item. Nice little Moo Moo Milk equivalent here. And there we go. There is Parsi. So it's fine. Not really too much damage going to come out of that, which is all good. Parsi's got some really interesting styles. Like, the defense style is kind of neat because, like, it would normally be weak to steel, but it has metallurgy that makes it immune to steel, which is pretty fun. And then her assist form, I've mentioned in the past, is actually one that I have used competitively and liked quite a bit. With its, like, 120 base speed and access to sleep powder and bind trap. You can also use poison trap on it as well if you want. You can definitely make it a pretty good opening play. Money, body, food. Food sounds good right now, actually. Defense Tojiko is part Never typing, electric and Never. It's actually really quite a bad typing. If this was a higher level, I would be pretty worried here, but it is not, so I don't really care. I'd have to switch out if it was a higher level, because higher speed than Sanai and electric typing would be really bad. We'll never stop wanting. I do not have an encounter list for the expansion, no. So, I mean, I might be wrong, there might be somebody I'm missing, but I am pretty sure there is not. There's no item there, just an item for going beyond here. Is there anything? No, nothing else here, so it is just for the item. That's good. I think this was an item... no, was this an item I saw earlier? It might have been, actually. So that's kind of good to get. So then we go down. Staring into the abyss. It's dangerous, you know? So Power Koishi is pure void, so we can use whatever. It's dangerous to go alone, indeed. Whatever happens to... well, no! It's kind of the point. We don't need you to babysit us, Mom. Okay, so is this the pathway we're supposed to go, or is it optional? It's optional! So honestly, the caves and stuff in this game are generally surprisingly linear. Like, they're a lot more linear than I remember them being, basically, like from the first experiences. Yo, it's Giga Suika! Alright, yep, so Power Suika is the slacking of this game, and it's just kind of funny seeing the first Oni that we see is a freaking gigantic Suika. There you go. And then defense is actually weak to both of my types here. And Kassen. Assist Kassen is never and fighting. So we can take her out with wind. No problem. You're pretty good. Alright. More fights. What do you want from here? What do you want from me? Speed Tojiko also would be really worrying if it was a higher level, but I should still outspeed it anyway. And Laziness should kill it, yeah. Ah, crap! Got beat by some... Yo, fuck you! More of a person than you are. Anyway. It's a different coloured rock, therefore it must have something, right? And then over here is the item you saw at the very start of the cave here. Skill card 17, which is another focus skill. 17 is Rocky Barrage. This is actually a really nice skill too. I don't have any earth coverage right now, but Alice unfortunately can't learn this one. The only one who can does not use physical attacks. Bit of a shame. This is Drill Run if Drill Run was 100% accurate. Pretty good skill though. Yo, it's a bucket. Well, why is the bucket moving? It's cramped but comfortable. Q-tip. Oh. Bucket shouldn't be walking. That's not how it works. Anyway, Assist Kisame is... I always get these ones the wrong way around. I think Assist is the one that is part water, and the defense one is the one that's part fire. No, I got it the wrong way around. See, I always get it the wrong way here. One of them is dark and fire, one of them is dark and water. This is the one that's dark and fire, but then they both tend to have immunity. No, not immunity. They both tend to be impossible to one-hit KO because of their abilities. So they have sturdy. Although it's not just sturdy. Indomitable is sturdy plus plus shell armor, which is really weird. Like, it's nice to have a combination effect like that, but it's just weird that, you know, that's how you would say, hey, that's how we're going to block critical hits. Oh, by the way, we also block one-hit KOs. Oh, now she's sad. Oh, now it's too human. Oh, no, instantly happy. Kisame is apparently very polarized. Is probably the best way of putting it. Alright, but we're getting fairly close to the end, because that was our first like mini-boss fight there. Skill card 95 is actually a brand new one, so this wasn't there in the original. 95 is Brave Burst, standard 90 base power attack, and Yomu can learn this. So Yomu is the one who's definitely going to pick this up. This is going to be the overrun replacement here. So I said eventually that overrun was going to get replaced by better coverage. Fighting coverage is definitely going to count as better coverage here. So that's a really solid set of skills now. You've got steel, nature, fighting, and wind on the same thing. That's really quite nice. I could teach it to Remelia as well, and I probably should. But if I remember rightly, her actual attack at the moment has a flinch rate. And she is super fast, so I kind of want to see about taking advantage of that. So again, another sweet bun. And the fight, you can ignore the fight if you go the other way around. See, I found someone reckless. Oh man, these evil spirits though. Mima. We already know about this Mima because we are using one ourselves. So Eye of Lapis is the choice here because it is a dark attack. Very good against the Never typing. The reckless one was me! Oh man. Can't even do that without my voice breaking. Oh well, whatever. So now we have another Oni. I win. If I win, I'll be your... Wait, how... Isn't it supposed to be the other way around? Whatever, I'm not going to question the logic here. Yogi. You must use the Celtic Guardian, Yogi. It is your destiny. And all of that memeing stuff here. Power Yugi's pure fighting, so nothing too special there. And Suika, defense Suika. Again, fighting and fire. Wind is going to be the better thing here. This is kind of why I haven't gotten rid of this yet. Oh, it survived. Oh, this is going to hurt. Ow. That didn't hurt as much as I thought it would. I know she's only 32, I'm like 20 levels higher, but meh. I thought that was going to hurt a lot more. Because Suika's pretty powerful, even in defense style. She's like 110 attack or something. It's pretty solid. Somewhere around there, it might be 100. But still powerful. So you're not lost? Uh-huh. I wouldn't have thought we were lost here. You can ignore this fight, apparently. Okay. That's good to know for a speedrun, right? That you can just ignore this fight exists. Chan! It's 100 focus attack. Okay, that's still powerful though. So Speed Chen, pure wind. Doesn't really matter what I hit her with here. Take her out, no problem anyway. Tokiko, power Tokiko is pure wind as well. So Eye of Lapis is best here. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Ow. Yeah. I am fighting type, so that's why I'm weak to that. Fighting Dark. It's a really interesting combination here. Then Defense Mystia is weak to fighting because she is defense and sound. So we can easily just take her out with that. Ouch! That unexpectedly did not go well at all. Oh man. So we're gonna switch you out now. Probably just put Raisin out. I haven't used Raisin in a while. Seja. Sager isn't gonna be able to do too much to me here. Defense Sager is light type as well. Light and poison. Well, I believe she was pure poison in the base game, because light poison didn't exist in the base game. But light is weak to illusion, so very easy to take out here. If I still had Remelia out, then I could have hit her with dark or wind and took her out with those. Can never see light again. Dun dun dun. So yeah, kind of linear here, not exactly much to go through, but now we're starting to get into a little bit more of the Toho 11 cast here. Yamame is the stage 1 boss, Kisame was the stage 1 mid boss, Yamame is the stage 1 actual boss, so here we go for that. So assist wriggle is nature and poison, so probably one of these two. No, unknown flare is going to do the most damage because it's stab. So just take her out with that. Oh, jamming's annoying though. Speed cut when I hit with a move of 80 or more base power. Then power medicine, also poison. Normally I'd be really worried about staying in with poison wheat puppet, but I have poison immunity thanks to strict dosage. And then assist Yamame is also nature poison. The power one is poison earth, and I really like the power one actually. But the assist one's a little bit quicker. Both of them do very similar things. They have nimble, which is the unburden ability. Both of them can use fake out with the normal gem equivalent, diamond, a diamond. Yugi seems to be quite happy as late. Oh, she's so happy. Oh, I like Yamame's portrait in this game. So another skill card. 73 is a status move. And it is... Flash Bullets. Literally Confuse Ray. I actually used to run that on Speed Mercer a couple of times, but yeah. So now we get the bridge that no one crosses. Oh, hello, human. Parsy's amazing. I really like Parsy. Maybe not so much in this game, but you want to win battles, right? Yeah. Jealousy is a great motivator. I envy you, so I will crush your heart. Man, that's rough. Well, we're gonna be playing 6v6. If you play random online, it'll be 6v3. Bring six, choose 3, like it is in Battle Spot. But we'll be playing 6v6. So Power Yamame, like I said, is Earth and Poison. So Unknown Flare is still gonna be fine here. That would be problematic if she was still alive, but at this point, Infectious really doesn't do anything. Then Defense Parsi, we've already established before, is Dark and Never. So she actually resists my Dual Stab, and she resists Poison, so Ultra High Tone is the only option I have. Yeah, effectively the same sort of thing. Except it's going to be level 50, not level 100. Because seriously, there's no point leveling to 100 in this game. The only reason to go to 100 would be to have a non-item clause. Because the level 50 rule set has item clause on. But honestly, I think that makes the game more interesting. I'm envious of how you could take things so seriously. Raisin's ability became XD, yep. So foolish, so fascinating. So we don't need to have the talisman on anymore. This is not an area that has encounters. So yeah, here we are in former hell. So we don't actually fight Yugi until later on. But yeah, this is the former capital. Yet bright, yet dark, quiet, yet loud. It's an oxymoronic place. Is that part of my TPDP command actually? I think it is. About how to get the full translation. Let me just double check. I'll put it in. No it is not. Oh. Okay. Does somebody want to link the forum thing for it then? I mean, the Discord has it, but yeah, grab it for that. I'll add it to the command later on. Sorry about that. But yeah, this is where we're gonna leave it off today. But we can explore a little bit of this place as well. Just kind of show. There's our Yugi puppet. MG. Apparently, there's a puppet tournament being held. See, this is the new bit to it. Yeah, I'm gonna copy that link from later. I'm gonna add that to the command after the stream. Because I have it in the videos, like for anyone that ends up watching this far into one of the VODs, they'd be like, what is he doing that for? What's he saying that for? It's easy, right? It's just in the description. Well, this is a live stream, you don't get to have that. Yeah, I think somebody tried to explain what it was and I didn't get it either. I don't remember what somebody said the MG thing was. Anyway, we've got Moriya Shrine here. It's a shorthand for something, I think, but I don't remember what it's supposed to be. Just the Yugi puppet just said MG when you talk to it. Nothing over here. I don't think there's anything in these rocks. Not even anything there either. That's kind of weird. Alright. Did get a couple of items though.
Yeah, that was the one. That was the one. I know somebody had mentioned it before, I just didn't remember what it was. It's an onomatopoeia, a Japanese onomatopoeia for eating / chewing. Interesting. Oh, there is an item in a thing here. I'm a big fat liar. So, any other items you want to throw me like that? I mean, there's one up there. Can totally get that, right? It's a waterfall, you can't do anything out of the waterfall, so there's nothing there. What is a vengeful spirit doing with a house? Sorry, but it's my house, so it's not your problem. At least they aren't evil, right? Yeah, I guess. Doop-de-doo. So that's fine. Just nick all the stuff that we can, basically, because that's what we do as a protagonist, right? Instance both above and underground, yeah. Giant festival, I suppose. Genius and always has amazing points, but the jealousy prevents us from being. Oh, that's fair. Huh. Parsi is a really cool character, but yeah, the whole jealousy thing can be kind of debilitating. What have you got to say for yourself? You're here in the flesh. How avant-garde, man. Okay. There's a lot of houses in this place. This music is really good. I will definitely agree there. So we're in the bar. Drink alone and made just as much noise. You listen here now. My life's doing hot in these puppet battles. Why would you even think I'm drunk? Good question. Survival. Yeah. Even a stranger, different species or not, will become a friend if you drink. Oh yeah. Fair enough. I don't have a puppet, so. Fair enough. What is this thing, by the way? I see this thing at Yukari's house as well, and I don't actually remember what it. I don't even know what it is. I don't care about that. We can love until the end. So you get some sake in you, everyone's the same. Seems about right. So we get another skill card. There's a lot of spread skills that could be useful. This is Earthly Blessing, because we have a Heavenly Blessing on the mountain, Earthly Blessing underground. Makes sense. This one is actually slightly stronger than Heavenly Blessing, but it's the same general idea. Power doubles in terrain as opposed to weather. So the terrain typings, you have water for Genbu, you have metal for Byako, you have nature for Seryu, fire for Suzaku, and the new one, Koryu, I forget. I think it's also earth typing. But I mean, that kind of makes sense, but... Same from Sake Bugs, oh man. Is this a tournament thing? No. We're not responsible for any trouble caused here. Guess it's okay for humans to stop by. Feeling of a hot spring. I mean, I imagine the hot springs might be a little bit too hot for a human though, right? Yep, we kind of are. Oh, there is a thing here. Nice. So then we have the shop over here. This is actually kind of a nice shop to have. So many things related to spears and javelins. That's kind of the thing to note here. Javelin Arts has just arrived. This is a new item for the expansion. The
kind of makes them a bit better. The javelins are kind of like hidden power, but they're very slightly stronger. There's nowhere near as many of them, and they used to be 75 base power. They're now 80 base power, and they're kind of meant as physical coverage options. A lot of puppets can learn quite a few different types. And the Javelin Arts, I believe, is a 20% increase to any Javelin type skill that you have on. Yeah, they're elemental punches, but with stabby sticks instead, right? Yeah, so this will make them 96 base power, which if you're using a lot of them is probably good. Like if you're using 2 or maybe 3 of them, and you've already used all of the other offensive items in your super offensive team, you might consider using this. Anyway, there are 7 of them in total. You've got fire, water, grass, wind, spark, light, and shadow. Shadow is not dark, it's actually nether. So, yeah. It's kind of neat. They are pretty good overall skills. I mean, if I was to use... Like, I could consider using them if Alice can get Spark Javelin, but I don't remember if she does or not. But yeah, definitely decent to have around. And in a more balanced team than mine, because mine is almost entirely spread attacking, in a more balanced team you're probably going to find 1 or 2 uses for those. See some fire in your eyes! Everyone's all about the drinking, obviously. But yeah, that's pretty much all I can do without actually going further in the story here for now. So I'm gonna leave this one at that. Yeah, it's been a pretty decent playing. We've gone through a lot of explorative stuff, and we have gotten to the next main progression area. So yeah, that'll probably do it for now. Yeah, well, we kind of had to fight Yamame on the way down, so yeah. Puppet battles even happen underground! Yep, that's about right. And back and forth between the underground and the surface, yep. That's kind of how it is. So, yeah, that'll do for now. I might come back on later and do some rando, because again, V30 just came out, so it might be a good idea to actually play a little bit of that, so we'll just have to see. But for now, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you have enjoyed yourselves, and we'll probably try and play some more of this tomorrow, because let's be honest, this game is just a lot of fun to go through, and I want to get my old puppet stuff back, and we can actually maybe start looking at doing some online or whatever. So yeah, but until then, take care. Bye!